Today I'm going to give you a full breakdown of every single version of WWE 2K23, what's included, what's the value of each edition, and which one might be right for you. Let's get started by talking about platform. 2K23 is available across all platforms, from Steam to Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, and PS5. For release dates, you're looking at the Standard Edition becoming available Friday, March 17th. For the Deluxe and the Icon Edition of the game, you can pick it up early access March 14th. So if you pre-order it anytime from now until then, you'll get the early access for those two editions. Pricing in the game is going to vary depending on your region, so what we're looking at here today. The Standard Edition is just the base game of the game. You're not going to get anything extra except for the pre-order bonuses if you are going to pre-order it. For last gen versus current gen, new gen versions of the game, you're looking at like a $10 price difference between both. So if you're on PS4, Xbox One, you're looking at $79.99 for the base game, and you're going to get the pre-order bonus of Bad Bunny included with the Ruby tier My Faction card. PS5 Series X owners, then you're looking at $89.99 plus tax. If you're somebody that is kind of on the fence, even last year's game and looking at now, you're wondering, well, is the DLC going to be worth it? Is the season pass going to be worth it? That really does come down to you, and it depends on what DLC is going to be announced and dropped by 2K. We know it's confirmed by 2K that we're going to get 5 different DLC packs over the course of the next 6 to 8 months. But remember, with 2K22, you are able to go in after the game has released, and if you have the Standard Edition, you can go in and buy the Season Pass individually. You could also buy the individual DLC packs if you'd rather do it that way, if you only find value out of one DLC pack instead of getting all of them. For pricing on individual DLC packs as well as the Season Pass, the game hasn't been released as of the time of this recording, and so we don't have it officially posted anywhere. But to give you reference, Season Pass for WWE 2K22 was around $30 plus tax. Individual DLC packs were running you approximately $10 for each individual pack if you wanted to download and buy it that way. So if you're somebody that likes to hold off and you wait till things go on sale, it's definitely not a bad option because you could get the base game on sale at some point, and you're going to be able to get those DLC packs or the season pass maybe for a few dollars cheaper if you'd rather go down that path. But if you are looking to pre-order and get it as soon as it comes out, let's talk about the Deluxe Edition of the game. So the Deluxe Edition is going to give you the base game. It's going to give you the 3-day early access so that you can play it as of March 14th. You do get Bad Bunny as the bonus pack with the Ruby tier My Faction card of Bad Bunny. You also get the season pass with this, so that does include all of the 5 DLC packs. You're going to get the My Rise Mega Boost pack, which is just the skill points for your My Rise create a character. So if you want to get more attribute points out of the gate when you are going to create your star, there's the value for that. That's a total of 200 additional attribute points to use. And you also get the Supercharger pack. That unlocks everything. So as soon as you turn the game on and you have the Supercharger pack installed, it will unlock all of the legends, the arenas, all of the stuff that typically you have to go through and unlock. Which I personally like the Supercharger pack when they've done it in previous years. I just like to be able to have everything day one and get going. The extra bonuses you get in the pack is going to be a John Cena Evo card for My Faction. You get an Emerald tier Bianca Belair card. You get a Gold tier Asuka card, Edge cards, 3 basic day one My Faction card packs too. Pre-ordering the Deluxe Edition is going to cost you $119.99, and that's if you're going to be on last gen consoles. You can also get the cross-gen digital bundle. They did this with 22. This is digital only, and it allows you to go from PS4 to PS5 versions of the game, or Xbox One to Series X. If you're somebody that's like, I'm about to get a PS5, or I'm getting one down the road, or I am going to get one for Xbox, I'm going to get a new Xbox sometime this year, is it worth just getting the cross-gen bundle? In my opinion, yes. I would just get it so that you have it and you don't have to pay more later. It's because 2K will sell you the individual cross-gen update. So if you want to be able to just go from PS4 to PS5, then you will pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $30+ just to do that update to go from PS4 to PS5. I would kind of avoid the hassle and just get it at the beginning if you can afford it. And that way you just have it and you don't have to worry about it. The cross-gen bundles don't offer you anything different than the respective bundles. So you get the cross-gen Standard Edition, it's just the Standard Edition, or you're gonna get a cross-gen Deluxe. Again, everything that's included in the Deluxe. And with the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Editions, you can get them digital or you can get them physical in the stores for any platform you want, minus PC. That's only going to be digital. Then we have the Icon Edition. This is your big boy. This is the big one. You get all the different John Cena covers, obviously based on the edition you get. The Icon Edition gives you arguably the best cover for John Cena. And what do you get inside of it is the base game, the 3-day early access to play on March 14th. You get Bad Bunny, like we mentioned in the previous pack. You get the Ruthless Aggression pack, which is new and only to the Icon Edition. That gives you the throwback versions of John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Brock Lesnar. You get the WrestleMania 22 Arena and John Cena Legacy Championship. That is only available in the Icon Edition. Will you be able to go and buy just that Ruthless Aggression pack individually at a later point? Most likely. When 2K22 had the NWO edition that I bought, later on they released just the NWO content for that special edition, and it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $30 to $40 Canadian to be able to get just that content. The season pass is also included in the Icon Edition, so once again, that's all 5 of the DLC that are coming. The My Rise Mega Boost, Supercharger Pack, you can unlock everything. You get the Deluxe Edition bonuses included in here too, which is all of the My Faction Evo cards, things like that. You also get the Icon Edition bonus pack that gives you Paul Heyman Emerald My Faction card, 3 Deluxe Premium Launch My Faction packs. You get a lot of My Faction packs when you go for the Icon Edition. That's the biggest thing here. And I don't think everybody is looking and clamoring for that, to be honest. The Icon Edition is $159.99 plus tax, and it's digital only. A lot of people were wondering, and I see a lot of comments, hence why I wanted to do this video for you. A lot of people ask, can I go and buy physical version of the Icon Edition? The answer is no. Just like the NWO edition last year was digital only, the Icon Edition is digital only. The edition is expensive. $160 plus tax. If you're in Canada, we're running up into like $180 and change. Now, whether it's deluxe or Icon Edition with regards to the DLC, each pack you're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 characters, and I use that range based off of 2K22's DLC releases. We could safely assume we'd probably get like 5, maybe 6 stars included in each DLC pack, but once again, they vary in terms of value because it depends on what you want. I usually found that in any DLC pack, there's 1, maybe 2 characters I really wanted to get, and the rest were just kind of whenever. But it's up to everybody else. Everyone likes something different. Here's the other thing when it comes to the Ruthless Aggression pack. Now, getting the alternates for John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and Batista, that could be really good value because those character models themselves are only going to be made available through this pack. So if you really want to be able to go throwback with the old versions of Brock and Randy Orton, that could be a lot of benefit to you if you're somebody that grew up in Ruthless Aggression era and you really want to play as those stars. Remember, you could probably still buy that at a later point through the website digitally and just add it on if you felt you really wanted it at a later point. But the John Cena Legacy Championship and WrestleMania 22 Arena, I hold back a little bit because you could go into community creations and find a replica of the John Cena Legacy Championship probably pretty easily. Depends if they've done something crazy for the design that no one can replicate it, but there's a very good chance you're going to find something like that if it's not something you're like really needing. Likewise for WrestleMania 22, go into community creations, you're going to be able to recreate that arena more than likely. So it boils down to you. What do you like to get? Where's the most value for you? I'm getting the Icon Edition. I pre-ordered it, but I got content to make here, my friend. But I want to be able to have the old Ruthless Aggression superstars. I want WrestleMania 22, and I'm gonna get the season pass. I want all the DLC. It makes more sense for me based off what I want. The My Faction stuff, I don't really care. I'll unlock all of that day one, and we'll see what happens with My Faction and what changes are in there. A lot of people end up in the camp of the Deluxe Edition. It's also price and how much this thing costs brand new. I think most people get the most benefit out of Deluxe Edition, and if you're somebody that is kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to break the bank right now, I almost suggest get the standard edition, play with the base game because you're going to get everything you need. You can unlock stuff through showcase mode anyways, which will probably only take you a couple of hours to beat in its entirety, and you'll get championships and alt attires and alt skins and things like that through the showcase mode, which will be a lot of fun. And then you could decide later if you wanted to get the DLC or get the season pass to get all the DLC, and that would run you about $30, and depending if you can get it on sale or not, you might be right back to where you started with the Deluxe Edition. And I don't know, for a lot of people, they love to be able to play as Bad Bunny, and that's going to be a great pre-order bonus. Others don't care to be able to play as Bad Bunny, so that might allow you to hold off and save a few dollars. For PC players, this was confirmed by the devs in a recent interview done with WCCF Tech, and they were talking about the PC version of the game. Is it going to be comparable to last gen consoles, or is it going to be up to par with current gen Xbox Series X and PS5. Lionel Jinx in the interview said the following quote, "If you have a good enough graphics card, it is on par with the next gen console. When we're developing the game, we work on PC, all our tools work on PC, we export it out and run it on the consoles. Everything is authored on the computer, so we're looking at all the stuff at 4K or whatever, and depending on the graphics card, you can have the same experience. Unfortunately, you'll pay a lot more to get that experience, but it's probably easier to find a good graphics card than a PS5 or Series X at this point." Check out the specs even on Steam to see what 2K23 is going to need to run if you are on PC. And for yourself, you may be updating your graphics card this year, and then you can have an even better experience by just boosting all the settings, I think, on your PC. The other question that comes up a lot is regards to match types, modes, current gen versus last gen, specifically war games. A lot of questions have been coming up regarding war games. Is war games going to be next gen only? Will it be on my PS4, Xbox One? Can I play it on last gen? I've reached out to the developers, I've reached out to folks on the 2K Next Makers team and creators on that front. From all accounts, it seems to be that War Games, yes, is available on last gen and current gen, next gen consoles. Do you have a PS4 and Xbox One? Yes, you will be able to play War Games. It doesn't say anything differently, and if it did, 2K would go out of their way in their marketing, in their breakdowns, to put a big asterisk next to it to say War Games match type is only available on next gen consoles. None of that language is written anywhere, so we have to safely assume yes, War Games is available across everything. How well does it play on PS4 and Xbox One? We'll wait and see, won't we? I hope this breakdown helped you making your decision, and if you want, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on this video because it goes a long way, and click right here to keep watching because we have another video on 2K23 on the latest news and updates. See ya!